Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of our Websea walkthrough. And this week, as we've discussed, we'll be talking about the Websea API on how to apply our Websea API. So straight up, we'll go to our API section. If you click on your profile section, you can just toggle the API. Now you'll come to this API page. If you've not created or watched our previous video when we discuss on how to generate and create API, you can also go back to that video to know how to create. So to create is very easy. And why are we discussing this? Now, in an era where we talk about AI and automation, the need for working with API is very paramount. You need API, to automate your trade or to query your balance or to, take some position for you. So to create is very easy, just give it a name, just like TG Telegram bot. So you can just say Telegram bot or query bot. You can just give it any name. So query bot. So here we'll be just doing query because we don't want to, discuss on the transaction and the withdrawal. Then of course you can, this is very optional. So it's for your IP addresses or your devices as well. So once you click on create, it asks you to verify your email code and also verify your Google authentication. So we've done this already. So we have this, we have our access key and also we have our access key and also a secret key. So once you've done this, you can, check this out or try this out using the Postman. For today's video, we'll just be using Postman to, show you how it works. But before then, we need to go to the API file here. So once you click on this API file, it takes you to this information page where you can get more information on how to access API keys and work on them on the website. So we have auth. Auth is very important because you need authentication for you to be able to access the Websea API. All right, so it talks about the nonce, the token, and also the signature. So do note that your token is same as your access key, while your signature is your secret. So once you create in this creation page, once we finish creating, we'll be giving our secret key which we can have access to after the first time, but access key you can always access it. So be sure to secure that or save it somewhere safe. So this is it, and which serve as your signature. The nonce can be any number. Nonce is just random number. You can just generate any nonce for this tutorial. More information just here, but those are the two things we need to try this on Postman. So we have error code. Before the error code, we also have conventions. Now, conventions tells you the host, for example, for Spot API, you need this O API, then website.com, and for futures and what have you. These are just the host addresses. So you can take note. So if you're building on futures, if you want to query your futures balance or query price in futures, maybe you're running arbitrage and what have you, here's the right place for you to come. So we have error codes. Error code 200, tells you it's successful. So once we trigger uh, a query and it returns 200, simply means everything works fine. You can now start implementing on your DApp or any of your bots. We have frequency limit, more information on this. We also have spot, how to view my assets. All right, so if you want to view your assets and what have you, so many of these things we do have them. So since we've gone through these things, we also have code example also Python 2 and Python 3. This will be discussed in my next video. Of course, do ask in the comment section if we should also take working real life like creating a trading bot or query bot on Telegram and what have you. So I'll move straight to my Postman. These are Postman. This is a web Postman, and we have our value loaded here. So if I go to collection, what I want to do here is that I won't want to. You won't want to use the authentication key. Why? Because as we've said, you need just your token and signature and also the nonce to be able to access Websea on the platform. So let me see if I can just give a random query so we get an error first before we trigger. All right, so we should return just empty. All right, so now our parameters are the header is what you just need to jump into. So on our header, we have the token which have added to environment variable if you are conversant with Postman. So I've added my own token which represent the access key for the Websea token and also signature which represent your secret key. So be sure to take note of that as well. So of course you need a nonce. A nonce can be random number, of course, always random number. We just use this random nonce to be able to query. So once you've set up your header, you can be able to query any information from the website, and basically not just any information like sports, all this information on our sport. Click on it like market 24 hours market data. If you look at it, all these market details, we can query them and it's going to give us a response. So let me copy this and query it. So I'm going to pick this guy back up and I'm going to query it this way. So once I have these all set, although I need parameters as well. So it depends. If you need parameters, it's going to populate, it's going to let me know. So once I click on query, now it's going to give me a forbidden error. Why? Because I didn't also impute my parameters. So I'm going to just use a parameter we have already. I have a set of parameters already. So we're going to populate this just seconds. All right, so we've populated our parameters. We have the symbol, the period, and size. All these are found on the documentation. And once query, we get a 200 response, which serve as okay. So it simply means our API is correctly connected and it's also working. So if I want to change the price, I will just come here for so I'm going to hit query, then it's going to give me a 200 response. Now with this, it tells me that, okay, fine, my API is working correctly on the Websea platform. And now I can connect to my DApp or my trading bot to be able to work functionally. So that's that on how you can use the Websea API and connect to your project or to your app or to automate any of your processes on Websea. All right, this is where we're going to stop for this week, and we'll see you again in our next video. Thank you very much. Bye for now.